I've always wanted to marry him. Even in high school, I wanted to marry him.
We went to East Lansing, we went to Hopcat, and I popped the question there. We had a nice night, hotel room, so I think she kind of expected it, but when I asked it, I don't think she necessarily saw it coming right then and there, so.
It was Valentine's Day, and he was like, oh, I got a hotel a night away, and I was like, interesting. When it did happen at the restaurant, I knew this was it.
Well, we met back in high school, actually. Shelby asked me to a dance to Sadie's, and I said yes, even though we hardly really knew each other much at all at that time. And we didn't even really talk that much at the dance. And but luckily we had several classes together, and afterwards we got to know each other a lot better.
We dated most of high school, freshman year to right before senior year. And then he was going away to college and I was staying home, so we broke up. And we did college separately. We got back together and we've been together ever since. This year will be 7 years. So when I got engaged, we gave ourselves a year and a half to plan the wedding. We were really excited to get married, so we started wedding planning fairly soon. We had the photographer, videographer, the venue, everything pretty squared away within like the first 6 months. Flash forward to around March 2022, around that time, my mother-in-law and I were scouting for like bridal showers, and we were a few months shy of the wedding date, and then we were locked down for COVID, and it was a really stressful time. I never got to have that shower. Everything was canceled. Our wedding venue wasn't even having weddings anymore. I didn't even know when I was going back to work, so everything changed. And we didn't get to have our big wedding, but we knew that we still wanted to get married in any capacity we could. And I was seeing people even getting married through Zoom in their living room, and we were willing to do whatever we could to still get married on August 22nd, because we didn't know when the world was going to change. And so without waiting even longer, we still had a small wedding in August and postponed the reception because there were still restrictions for a really long time, and felt comfortable with 2022. Another reason why John and I wanted to continue on with our 2020 date was the mere fact that my grandmother's health wasn't that great. Her health was rapidly deteriorating, and I knew if we postponed the wedding even to 2021, there was a solid chance she wasn't going to be able to make it. And I knew how much it meant to her when she found out we got engaged, and she started crying, and I wanted her to be a part of this in some way or another. And initially, because she was in an assisted living, they weren't going to allow her to come, and I really had to fight for it. And they allowed her to attend, and I'm so incredibly grateful that she got to attend, because she passed away a few months after, and just seeing her there and seeing her reaction to me and her crying, nothing could take that away from me. And I have the video and the pictures to go along with that day, and I'm very happy I have that memory.
Yeah, she did at the beginning.
Can she smile once for Jay? Is this a good backdrop?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, beautiful.
Smile. Let's see those teeth.
Well, I got the wet eyes.
I know.
Maria, smile.
It wouldn't be a picture without the tissue.
Yeah.
Smile.
good shape
There
right
you
here.
go.
Perfect.
Smile.
And I don't like to touch on that too much because I'm very grateful for the opportunity that we had. My mother-in-law stepped up and said she insisted we had a party because John and I were just gonna have the small ceremony. We were even just gonna go just him and I to the church. And she was like, well, what are you doing after the ceremony? I said, we're just gonna go home. And she was like, no, we're gonna do something. And I'm very grateful she did do that. So we got to have about 50 of our closest friends and family come and have a celebration in the backyard. But there were so many friends and family that did not get to attend. No one from out of state was invited. So there were so many friends and family that still wanted to attend, and we wanted to still celebrate with them. So we felt like something was still missing. Even though, we had that opportunity, we still wanted to celebrate with everybody that was originally invited. There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to because everything got cut short. There were still so many things we didn't get to experience the first time around. Even simply as doing the food tasting we didn't get to do, that was canceled. So it was really fun that we got to do that again. Well, not even again. It was fun that we got to do it at all. But I'm looking forward to a lot. Simple things like having the signature cocktail and the cake cutting and the entrance of walking into the ceremony. Just simple things mean so much to me when you didn't get to have that 2 years ago and it was ripped away from you.
Because I think we just didn't have closure after maybe closure is the wrong word.
No,
but
I kind of like that word.
It didn't feel completed,
Yes,
the whole process.
100%.
And we're almost there. So even though we've been married for 1.5 years, it still seems like, we need that reception to, just put the cherry on top. Yeah.
This is finally closing that chapter, but it felt like it was still something that we needed to do together.
And then we can just start our marriage for real, right?
Yes, take 2. If we could look at it in a positive light, I would say that is a good thing that has happened from all of this is it's just a big party that we get to share with all of our friends and family. And, without having the ceremony in the same day, we don't have to worry about getting from this city to this city and being at the church at this time and then rushing here and doing that X, Y, and Z. A lot of that's been taken out of the equation, and now we just get to show up and be with everybody, and it's an exciting thing.